The 5th generation LEXUS RX retained its recognizable style, but inside it was radically transformed. RX received a new hybrid modification with the ability to recharge. Time for generations were introduced and more than 3.5 million copies were sold worldwide. The 4th generation RX models were introduced in 2015. Toyota sold at least 100,000 vehicles annually in the US alone. Now the new LEXUS RX is going to repeat these successes. In appearance, the new LEXUS RX looks much simpler and more modern than the spinning version. The new body has become more streamlined without the previous sharp edges. Following on from the NX lineup, the RX has also moved to the GK modular platform, which features new rear suspension and a 15mm lower center of gravity. The transverse arrangement of the engine and the main front-wheel drive are preserved. Characteristic features of the new LEXUS RX include a frameless grille, which smoothly flows into the body. From the side, the back of the back sofa is divided into 3 parts. The seats are electrically retractable directly from the trunk.
To make it easier to watch the video, the description below has added timing by video section.
The layout of the cabin implies intuitive control of all vehicle functions. The developers abandoned the mouse with the controller, which were installed on the central panel of the previous generations of RX, together with which they installed a touchscreen with diagonals of 9.8 or 14 inches, depending on the configuration. The interior of the crossover is equipped with contour lighting, which has 64 colors to choose from. The Lexus Link Pro system is very responsive, has voice control, advanced online functionality and remote access from a smartphone. Using the touchscreen, you can unfold and raise the rear seats, turn on the heated steering wheel and seats, which can work in automatic mode. On the bottom of the touchscreen there are 2 wheels with which the climate control is adjusted. The temperature is displayed inside the wheel. The gear selector, which looks like a joystick, is responsible for controlling the transmission. Usually Lexus uses such a selector on hybrid models. Moving the joystick sideways and down turns on the drive. To the side and up is reverse. Just to the left is neutral. To park, press the button with the letter P. The selector down includes a mechanical gear change. When you click on the button with the image of the car, tree and stones, the off-road mode is turned on. Next to the selector knob there are cup holders, one of which can be adjusted in height. The armrest opens on both sides. The peculiarity of the buttons on the steering wheel of the RX is that 2 sets of arrows have found their place here, on which there are no icons. At first glance, it is difficult to understand what they are for. However, everything becomes clear when you look at the head-up display while setting up a function. When you click on them, prompts appear on the projection display and everything becomes clear what they are doing now. The touchscreen perfectly demonstrates the space behind when shifting into reverse gear. Among the options, a salon mirror with a screen appeared, to which the image from the rear camera is transmitted. The peculiarity of this mirror is that, compared to other cars, in the LEXUS RX the camera is inside the cabin, and it is always clean and dry. An innovation is e-Latch electric door locks. To unlock from the inside, just press the handle. The possibility of emergency mechanical LEXUS RX abandoned the V6 engines, leaving only 4 cylinders. Base LEXUS RX 350 is equipped with a 2.4-liter turbocharged petrol engine that produces 279 horsepower and 430 Newton-meters of torque. It works with an 8-band automatic. The drive can be front and full. LEXUS RX 350h is a parallel hybrid. The 2.5-liter petrol engine works with an electric motor and an electromechanical variator. The total power of the power unit is 249 horsepower with a torque of 316 Newton-meters. Drive forward or full. With all-wheel drive, a second electric motor is installed on the rear axle. The all-wheel drive version accelerates to 100 km per hour in 8 seconds. The RX 450h Plus version appeared for the first time. This is a plug-in hybrid with E4 all-wheel drive and a more powerful electric motor. The total power of such a hybrid is 306 horsepower. A lithium-ion battery with a capacity of 18.1 kWh is installed on such a hybrid crossover. This car's battery can be charged from a regular household outlet. In electric mode, it can reach 135 km per hour and travel 65 km. The RX 450h Plus accelerates from 0 to 100 km per hour in 7 seconds. The RX 500h is also a parallel hybrid, but with a direct 4 system. This crossover has a 2.4-liter turbocharged petrol engine, a 6-speed automatic transmission and a separate engine on the rear axle. The power unit produces a maximum of 371 horsepower and 550 Newton-meters of torque. The RX 500h will only be available in F Sport performance trim with a fully controlled chassis and 6-piston brakes. It is the fastest in the 5th generation RX. From standstill to 100 km per hour, the RX 500h accelerates in just 6 seconds. Recharging for the RX 500h is not provided. It has a compact nickel metal hydride battery. For less powerful versions, there is a simple sport package called F Sport Handling. It is assumed that gasoline and simple hybrid versions will appear on sale in the fall of 2022. A rechargeable hybrid will have to wait.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Your rating is very important to us.